Mariah Carey's team doing major damage control tonight following a show-stopping, jaw-dropping New Year's Eve debacle, which unfolded on live television. The pop legend had been brought in to headline ABC's New Year's Rockin' Eve and finished the year on a high note. But instead, she sang very few notes at all. Now, the latest version of what went wrong.
That skin-tight outfit, the big hair, all on point. But it's what the pop diva didn't sing that's grabbing all the headlines this new year.
Put these monitors on, please.
For nearly 6 whole minutes, an eternity on live TV, a sparkling Mariah Carey stumbled through a 3-song set, including some of her most famous multi-octave songs, as a recording hit the high notes for her. Of course, her legions of fans come out in droves to hear her sing live, like this fan posting her performance in this summer in Paris. But during this New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest, she wasn't feeling those emotions.
Just walk me down.
Mariah said she couldn't hear her tracks because of a faulty earpiece.
We're missing some of this logo, but it is what it is.
Roger Love, vocal coach to stars like Selena Gomez and John Mayer, says that when performing live, noise from big audiences often overpower the music.
It is completely common for artists to have backing tracks. They have these things called in-ear monitors, which are like mini headsets. So she not only could not hear herself, she couldn't hear the music.
He points to the songstress repeatedly trying to communicate with her engineers.
She already is bringing her hand to her ear, signaling that she is having some issue.
So Carey, who was supposed to be the headliner of the night, instead became headline fodder, some even calling her performance a train wreck.
I think she could have sung more. I think she could have tried to stick with it more, but once it went wrong, she diva'd it up, and it was funny. She was the queen, something went wrong, she even used the royal we. We can't hear. We're having some trouble with the monitors.
I'm trying to be a good sport here.
For a brief moment, Carey appeared to be back on track.
You hear her start to sing a little bit. Oh, yeah. Oh. It's not because she can finally hear the music, but the drums are really so loud being pumped into the audience that she's feeling the beat.
He says there was little the star could have done to help the situation.
So many other performers would have just run off the stage or would have stopped and say, fix it. She was actually very calm, knowing that she was singing for millions, potentially billions of people.
But things got even more cringeworthy when she started singing We Belong Together.
It was like watching a queen fall on her face.
The shaken songstress ending her 6-minute performance, leaving the stage quickly.
You just don't get any better.
Hours after the performance, she responded on Twitter, saying with a shrug, in a sense, stuff happens, and here's to making more headlines in 2017.
It's certainly more memorable this way. If Mariah had come out and delivered a flawless performance and then the ball had dropped, I don't think we would all remember this.
Tonight, the finger-pointing continues. Mariah's manager accusing show producers of hanging her out to dry, telling Billboard in part they acknowledged that they knew her inner ears were not working. They did not cut to a commercial. They left her out there to get ratings. Dick Clark Productions saying an initial investigation has indicated that DCP had no involvement in the challenges associated with Ms. Carey's New Year's Eve performance. The special aired on ABC television, which had no comment on the matter. It did seem as though Mariah had trouble hearing earlier in the evening.
It's hard for me to hear.
She didn't handle this gracefully, she handled this Mariah-ly. You have to understand, she is Mariah Carey. The rules don't apply. She lives on a different planet. It is a diva-powered planet.
This isn't Mariah's first stumble on stage. Just over 2 years ago, the Queen of Christmas herself bungled the high notes on her holiday anthem, All I Want for Christmas Is You, while performing during Christmas in Rockefeller Center. The cracks and squeaks, even more apparent on a video clip linked online where Carey's vocal track is isolated.
Yeah.
And on YouTube, there are fan compilations like this one of her singing snafus.
Absolutely nothing in the right ear.
The performances reminiscent of her 2008 appearance on Good Morning America, where the track starts playing before Mariah starts singing.
I know that you've been waiting for it, I'm waiting too. My imagination,
Megastar's lip-syncing big-time performances is not anything out of the ordinary. Many have been caught, from Britney's infamous 2007 VMA performance to Ashlee Simpson on SNL. Even Queen Bee herself got caught lip-syncing at President Obama's second inauguration. But there's no question Mariah can sing. In 2015, she showed Michael Strahan how she hits that heavenly note when he visited her in Las Vegas to see her show.
You hit the high notes. You know, the notes that I try to hit.
We gotta wake up in the morning and do our exercises.
So these are some that's an exercise?
You gotta start from low and go up to high.
Teach me an exercise.
Can you just go? It's very good.
Capping a big year for Mariah Carey, her European summer tour became the subject of her new e-reality series, Mariah's World, where we see Mimi as a working single mom.
It's really a very demanding schedule, but no matter what, I need to spend time with my kids.
There was the drama of her split from billionaire fiancé James Packer. But this spring, she's scheduled to go on tour with Lionel Richie. And despite her New Year's Eve debacle, our experts suggest the pop diva doesn't have much to worry about.
She's going to keep going. She's been through worse. And she's going to launch a tour, and she's going to laugh this off. And meanwhile, it's going to be diva time.
All fallout will lead to her singing live on her next performance and killing it, and everybody realizing that her voice is just as good now as it was 20 years ago.